What's up, Nate? So you want to talk about and start working on some Newaza stuff and some really good drills that you already have are all of your motion drills, your bicycle, forward, reverse, your windmills, inside and out, hip switches, all that stuff. So keep working that. Just work on refining it and looking for places where that might fit within your mind and how you work with your imaginary attacker. So now I want you to grab a couch cushion, or if you get a punching bag, that'd be good. You can come grab this one if you'd like. We're going to think of it as a body. So the head is here, shoulders, arms. Now I'm in the full mount position, and we're going to work through this pretty quickly, but we're going to think about how much pressure we're going to put on this person, on this object, to isolate the hips and or the shoulders, or either or. Okay, so we want to get to where we're controlling opposites and keeping them pinched and immobilized so that they can't incorporate the other things. Because a lot of times, if the shoulders are pinched out, the hips can't move either, and vice versa. So let's go with full mount. Just a nice pinch on the knees. My heels are pinched up underneath the butt, and I'm just sort of here. Imagine that you can just sort of ride with that as they buck and roll. As you need, these can come out and then come right back. And just sort of think about that, okay? Again, your mind is the best training tool that you've got, so no excuses for not having a partner. Absolutely not. Pretend just like you're a kid. Nelson Mandela spent, what, some odd multiple years in prison and wrote some of the most awesome stuff because he used his mind in a tightened cell, not eating any food. We're not in that bad of a situation. Just because we can't train together doesn't mean that we can't, use our brain to get around those things. So first off, here's the head. We're going to take that shoulder. We're going to take this arm through and pull. And pinch, 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 okay? And this one is going to be driving that head sort of to the side, to this side, and up underneath. So I'm putting that shoulder deep into my elbow pit here, okay? I'm going to let this opposite knee slide down, and I'm going to turn. Notice how my left foot is kicked out, okay? And I am dragging this heel in. Pinch, I'm pulling that in, and my hip here is on the ground. I'm going to cross the shoulder. This is a really good training tool because it's fat, because it's big. You really have to oh man, I'm sort of in the air here. Yeah, so work those pinches out. I'm actively drawing this wrist up to the shoulder, and I'm pinching this down, okay? So that's one. That's one. Now I'm going to scoop that again. I'm going to open this up, and I'm here, okay? So now I'm in this side here. So now I have this opposite side shoulder pinched down, okay? He can't get that off the ground. And I have my left knee here up against his hip, And I can sort of keep this head down, keep this hand here for if the knees are coming up and trying to hit my face or whatever. I'm always thinking about that. This leg back here, kicked back, is big because if I loosen up on this shoulder and this hip is able to be activated, he's going to be able to push me up. And if I'm skinny here, I'm just going to roll right over. So I'm going to keep this pinched, okay? That's all we're going to work on for this video, just so that you can really work that. So again, nice mount, nice high mount. I'm in, shoulder, shoot this through. I can pull that arm up. As I shoot this, I pull that shoulder up into my elbow pit, just like I said. I make that transition. My left knee slides down the body, and I I don't want to say fall because it's controlled. I allow myself to descend with control. I'm going to keep that pinch here, pinch here. This is kicked out, and I'm nice and tight, okay? I like to keep this hand on this hip as I twitch, okay? Just in case I loosen up on this shoulder, all right? I've got that kick. We'll go one more, okay? I'm going to keep that hip, all right? I'm going to slide, I'm going to kick slide my left knee up the body, under that arm. I don't want any space between my knee and his body on the way up because I don't want his right arm to come between my knee and his body. I want to scoop to where his arm is up here and I have control of that lat here, or tricep here, okay? So I still have my pinch. I'm still here. This knee's up now. Depending on your hip flexibility, you might drop this down. Okay, see how I'm dropping my right leg back and down. I'm keeping that pressure nice and tight. Here, I try to work this, but I'm cheating here because this is nice and fat, and I'm tall, and I don't have a lot of hip flexibility. I'm pretty good, but I'm not as good as I could be. So I like to drop this leg back. Oh, keep that pressure, keep that pressure, keep that pressure. Arm scoops underneath. Isolate. Pull to your Kasich Atami. Okay? We'll talk about that when we start the next video. Work it out, brah.